Crypto products and NFTs are unregulated and can be highly risky. There may be no regulatory recourse for any loss from such transactions.
Hi guys, so it was just yesterday my friend walked up to me and he was showing off about his position that he opened in one of these crypto projects. So I asked him कि boss क्या ये crypto project use case क्या है, क्या आपने white paper पढ़ा है? Obviously मैं shock नहीं था because he said boss मैंने तो कुछ नहीं पढ़ा white paper क्या होता है. So when I asked him how are you so sure भाई कैसा किया तूने? So he referred me to his crypto bro he found on some Instagram DM, right? और ये हर जगह फैल रहा है. सब गलतियां and these are called noob mistakes. So मैंने बोला बॉस क्या कर रहे हो आपका हार्ड अर्न मनी आप इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो in an investment class without doing any research, without knowing what the crypto does. So how can you do this, right? Now this video isn't about age old do your own research kind of a ज्ञान, वो मैंने बोल दिया है दूसरा चैनल दूसरा वीडियो में, right? Now you can find that almost in every other video on this channel also, but this video is more about common mistakes that every beginner does when he begins investing, right? Including me, I have also done. So in this video we shall not only learn about क्या mistakes है, but I'll also walk you through the hacks to avoid them. So stay tuned till the end of this video. Now again, to help you understand this entire concept, I have divided this entire video into 5 segments again. First segment is being impatient. And this is something that I am also guilty of. I have also been very impatient. Number 2, we will talk about attempting to time the market. What is time the market? We will talk about all of that. Third is called lack of diversification. All eggs in one basket. Big problem. Fourth is something very important called guided by emotions. And fifth, which is something I've done, which is called revenge trading or investing. Okay, so let's look at one by one very quickly, okay? Now the first one is called being impatient, which I think most of us are guilty of. We don't have patience at all. Now, what to do about this Gen Z generation, right? Super impatient. All of us are, including me. I'm not Gen Z, but I'm still impatient, right? Now, it's just not just you guys. Everyone who is willing to earn some kind of returns from their investment is obviously impatient, right? थोड़ा बहुत return आ जाता है, आज invest करो, कल 100% चाहिए. नहीं होता है, right? The first impatient thing that can cost you some major chunk of your investment is not paying much attention to the asset you are investing in. Right? So अगर आपने कोई asset class में invest किया जो नहीं जाता है ऊपर and you're impatient about it, you will lose money. Even Warren Buffett actually said this. One of the most successful investors of our time had cautioned every investor against it, right? So while you have just begun your investment journey, it is quite natural for you to not understand each and everything about all in asset classes. ठीक है, you don't understand. Now, if you don't understand, there is a way to solve this. Seek out multiple resources to understand it thoroughly. So don't be impatient. Time लो, आराम से, right? बचपन में आप सबने सुना है, right? Slow and steady wins the race, right? And a slow and steady approach to your investment portfolio can also help you obtain steady growth, right? So don't be like that instant growth चाहिए मेरे को, नहीं, वो नहीं होता. Miracles don't happen overnight. You will not become a millionaire overnight. It takes time, right? And if you do it, slow down and let it compound over a long period of time. Over the years, you will make a lot of money. Now, keeping the expectations also realistic will save you from mental torture, which you obviously do to yourself. Because I know, आप invest करते हो, फिर आपका Excel sheet चालू हो जाता है. You'll be like, I want 1 crore returns. मेरे को 20 दिन में 1 crore आएगा. Keep realistic numbers, okay? Now, what is this power of compounding? I have spoken about this on my other video on personal finance on this channel, or even better, subscribe to this channel for more such informative content where we talk about power of compounding. Now moving on, the next common mistake that beginners usually make while investing is attempting to time the market, right? And this is something that everyone said ki Shashank, when should I invest? When is the perfect time to invest in the market? कुछ perfect time नहीं होता, right? Take a piece of pen and paper and write it somewhere. You can never time the market. Please understand this, put it in your head, okay? This will ensure that you subconsciously know that this is not going to happen. While you can always predict कि boss market ऊपर जाने वाला है कि नीचे जाने वाला है, मैं indicator लगा के, tools लगा के, you can do all of that, but 100% accuracy के साथ बोल सकते हो क्या? Impossible. Nobody can do that. Nobody knows what is going to happen in the market. You can sleep and tomorrow the market can change completely, right? So it is extremely difficult to successfully time the market. Even seasoned traders fail to do so, right? And they don't try to now anymore. They have left it. Now, when it comes to volatile assets like crypto, right? That is another thing. According to a very famous study called the Determinants of Portfolio Performance, covering American pension fund returns, concluded that nearly 94% of the variation of returns is determined by an investment policy decision. सिंपल टर्म्स में बताता हूँ, rather than timing the market, it's the policy or the strategy that you are using to allocate your money or wealth that really determines your returns. Now, you'll be like, well, dude, the study is quite old. Is it still relevant today? Of course it is, right? Although the study might be old, the asset classes are still the same and they function in the same way as they used to even a decade or a much decade earlier, right? So only the volumes have increased too much. Now, how do these indicators work? I mean, indicators use the previous data to determine a pattern that has occurred in the past to give you relevant insight into the future. Right? So rather than just waiting for the right time, कि this is the perfect time शशांक मैं अभी entry करूँगा और best returns आएगा, or this is the perfect time to exit investment class, I would just say create a systematic plan for your investment growth. अगर वो किया तो आपको better returns आएगा. Now you can do simple things. You can adopt an SIP and plan accordingly. Now, did you know, by the way, that CoinDCX also offers crypto SIPs? So now you can have an SIP, which is a systematic investment plan for your crypto assets as well, which is crazy, right? Which is amazing also, right? Now, I have already started my systematic investment crypto plans, which is SIP into cryptos. So what about you? Now, second part, this brings me to the third common mistake that beginners like you tend to make, which is lack of diversification. Now, investment सिर्फ 3 चीजों से चलती है, right? Diversification, diversification, diversification. I'm becoming little Bollywood, right? Now, I'm pretty sure you must have come across multiple finance experts asking you to diversify your investments a little bit. थोड़ा इधर उधर भी डालो, हर चीज एक जगह पे मत डालो. It's a fair point, right? Now, while there are many professional investors who might have earned an extra return by concentrating their positions on a single asset, it is not for you. It is not for me, because we are investing basically to secure our future, not for some instant gains. And we cannot take out extra time from our busy schedule of work to keep a track of that investment. So basically, it is wiser to stay put to the principle of diversification. इधर उधर मत देखो, there's lot of distractions that keep coming. आप diversify करो, आराम से करो, एक plan बनाओ, before you invest एक अच्छा से plan बनाओ, chalk down the different multiple investment classes where you're willing to invest, पूरा plan बनाओ and फिर आराम से SIP करो. So do your thorough research and put fractions of entire investment amount in multiple assets, not everything into one, just put different fractions into different investment assets. Now, this way, you will not only help your money grow via different avenues, but you will also cut down the risk that you have, that you might get lost. Now, even if you are just willing to invest in one particular asset class, let's say crypto, right? Diversify that amount into multiple good projects to lower down your portfolio risk. Now, while we're at that, do check out this video for some amazing crypto portfolio hacks. And before we move on to our next mistake, I need you guys to do something. Let me know in the comment section if you find this video helpful so far, because we're putting out some crazy content over here, right? And I want you guys to give me feedback. And don't forget to subscribe, because we always want you to stay ahead in your investing game. Now, moving on to the fourth common mistake, and that is called guided by emotions. Now, the number one killer of your investment returns are your emotions, aapke emotions, right? And I'll tell you how. And never, I repeat, never let your emotions decide your next investment strategy, right? Emotional hoke invest mat karo. It is not a good thing. It is no exaggeration to say that the market is ruled by fear and by greed. Ye do emotions hai, right? And always have your eyes on the bigger picture. Now, there are times that when a certain thing looks very promising and is not doing great for a short period of time, you should not let that fear of losing some rupees basically sell the position, right? And ये होता है, emotionally होता है, you cannot control, आप इतना red देखते हो, आप बेच देते हो, right? Now take a calculated decision, look at historic behavior and say, अगर मैं long term के लिए अगर hold किया, तो is that okay? So it's okay to lose a few battles, but आप war मत हारो. Now, bear markets often see people selling off their asset class in loss because they fear कि भाई सब नीचे जाने वाला है, सब हारने वाला, right? But if you have invested in a good asset class from the beginning, you should not let this fear drive you. कि आप बोलो नहीं मैं long term के लिए बैठा हूँ, मैं अच्छा stocks में invest किया या अच्छा crypto में invest किया, I know these projects are good, I'm going to stay for a long period of time. No problem, right? Now, same goes for the bull run. Now, bull run obviously is not going to last forever, so do not invest without studying the market. Every time it can't keep going out. And never invest out of greed. Take strategic decisions, bada picture सामने रखो mind में, futuristic picture रखो, and then invest करो. Now, how do we survive the bear market? Especially the volatile crypto market. Now, don't forget to check out this video. अब जब हम human emotions की बात कर रहे हैं, the fifth common mistake, which is also an emotionally driven mistake, made by beginners and made by a lot of beginners, including me, right? And I'm not even a beginner, but I still do this mistake, which is called revenge trading or investing. I'll tell you what this is. There are some days, right, जो आप predict करते हैं, आप research करते हैं, आप study करते हैं, आप पूरा अपना luck लेके आ जाते हो market में invest करने के लिए, and उसका उल्टा ही हो जाता है. And I'm pretty sure all of you guys have seen this, right? Now there will be days when all your expertise in the field will go for a toss. पूरा 360 degree, 180 degree flip हो जाता है, right? Now expect the unexpected from the market. If you happen to lose more than 3% of your amount on a particular day while doing intraday trading, stop. खत्म, right? शांति से एक सांस लो, वॉक पे जाओ या कुत्ते को वॉक पे लेके जाओ, दोस्त लोगों को कॉल करो, जाओ खाना खाने बाहर जाओ, बट ट्रेडिंग पे मत आओ. डोंट गो फॉर रिवेंज ट्रेडिंग बिकॉज आई हैव डन द सेम थिंग, राइट? मैं 3% 4% लॉस हो जाता हूं, देन आई एम लाइक नहीं आज रिकवर करने, एंड देन आई गो इनटू मोर लॉस. नाउ मेनी टाइम्स ट्रेडर्स थिंक टू कॉम्पेंसेट दिस मनी दे हैव लॉस्ट by investing more money that they can't afford, and this is where you put more money और नीचे चला जाता है और नीचे और नीचे और नीचे, and then mentally खत्म, right? Now, the mental pressure to recover your losses does not help you take a rational decision, and in the process you happen to lose more. Why? Because आपका emotions चला जाता है, and emotions बीच में आ जाता है, and you will not think properly. Now, obviously there will come a good day when you will make more money than expected, but until then, let's not fall prey to our emotions and make bad decisions. That's it. Avoid these 5 common mistakes and you are ready to have a smooth sailing towards a brighter and a much better future, right? But before we say tata bye bye for today, ये वीडियो कोई फाइनेंशियल एडवाइस नहीं है, सो किसी भी एसेट क्लास में अगर आप इन्वेस्ट करना चाहते हो तो प्लीज एक बार खुद अच्छे से रिसर्च करो. दिस इज कंपल्सरी, ओके? So I hope you know now exactly what not to do. So this was the whole video about, and share this video with your investor friends or your trader friends so that they don't do the same mistakes again. And boss, before leaving, if you like this video, please do a small effort for me. Just click on that like button and click on that share button and click on that subscribe button as well. And this is me, Shashank Udupa. I'll be coming with more amazing videos. Stay tuned. Take care. Bye.
Crypto products and NFTs are unregulated and can be highly risky. There may be no regulatory recourse for any loss from such transactions.